2nd of December 2023. This edition of the Loose Cannon, the thing is loaded with cluster ammunition again. And you must forgive me if it is not 100% chronological, because there's a lot of things milling through my mind. And my previous publications of yesterday and the day before that has really stirred up some emotions in people. But I'm glad, because it is showing that people are beginning to think. One of the big problems that we have is that most people, their lives and their views and their beliefs is built on a narrative that they either inherited from their parents or were hammered into them by the media. Now there's a few things that you have to take into consideration, and that is that the total mass media, is under full control of XXX. And once again, for those that don't understand it, XXX, the first X, is the Gazarian money bags. The second X is for Klaus Schwab's organization. The third X is for the global capitalists. Those are the enemy. Been like that for centuries. Now, one of the things that us, human beings, and specifically critical thinkers, are confronted with regularly is that your opinion gets changed as you learn more. The more facts you get, the bigger the chance that your opinion will change. And I haven't come to a conclusion yet, but I am currently confronted with a reality that the Khazarians is behind most, if not all, the shit that we are confronted with every day. But the reality is they are fucking powerful. Fucking powerful. And now I'm going to say something that will shock you, but before you write the A4 comment trying to convince me that your opinion is the right opinion, I suggest you take that time and go and do the research and really dig. The first person in, let's call it the modern era, the first leader that actually identified that first X correctly was Adolf Hitler. Yes, now a lot of you are going to freak out, some are going to spill their coffee, others are going to shit their pants, but that's the reality, that's the facts. Go and research it. Go and see what he did. He was the guy, the first guy, to actually try and break the XXX's financial grip on the German nation. He took the German nation in less than 8 years from one of the poorest nations in Europe to one of the richest. Why? Go and get the fucking answers to that question yourself. It is available if you want to go and dig. He destroyed the brothels where Satanism and pedophilia were running rife, all under control of the XXX, that first X, and the Zs, the Zionists. That is what he did. And now we all know, once XXX gets threatened, they go ruthless. And we know what the end result of that story was. And then there's that bullshit that they're feeding us about 6 million that has been cooked. That's absolute bullshit. You should go and do the calculations, the mathematical calculations, and see if it was actually possible to do that through 3 ovens. Go and see. Do this calculations for yourself. But in any case, I'm not going to dwell on that point. The reality is that we are in deep shit. And here in South Africa, my own country, there's a group of people here that are totally committed to the Zionists in Israel. And their whole belief is based on lies. Lies. The problem is, they don't want to even consider the potential that they've been lied to. I've said it. Those Zionists sitting there in Israel are Satanists. Jesus said it himself. You are the children of the snake. But that doesn't count for you guys. No. As long as you can piss your fucking emotional cuck out and we all must believe it, and you are the correct one. And for those guys that are posting about my language, listen, I'm not going to fucking change my language, because I'm done with this super slippery, fucking well-oiled, perfectly talking, perfectly fucking shaven, perfectly groomed, lying fuckers. I'm done with them. You can go and listen to them if you want to. But you must understand, I'm not going to change to become one of them. I will not do that. And I will go out of my way to be as directly opposite to them as is fucking possible. Because you need to open your ears. What is happening in South Africa? Okay, let me just talk about this chosen people. That these misfits, misinformed fuckers are pushing onto us all about Israel. God's people is spread around the globe. And here in South Africa is a good portion of it. And most of that portion is in the Boer tribe. The Boer tribe. That's where it is. See that? So, now, they have been planning our demise. That First X. Been planning our demise for a long fucking time. They gave the instruction on 16 June 1898 that the Boer children must be killed. So, then the next thing, that you can understand what the fuck you're dealing with. They allowed the Titanic to be sent to the depth of the oceans. Why? Because there were people on the Titanic that were dead set on breaking the Rothschilds' hold over the international banking systems. The people that wanted to dismantle the Fed in US, the people that wanted the fucking central banks to be destroyed, they were on that boat, ship, what the fuck you want to call it. And that captain of theirs is a Zionist. You don't know that. And he's one of those that never wears a Zionist uniform. So he's actually a secret agent. He is so committed to the mission that he sent that ship down to the bottom of the floor. He got a number of telegraphic warnings, you're going too fast towards that iceberg field. Did he slow the boat down, the ship down? No, he didn't. He kept it flat out and he sent the fucking thing down to the bottom. Open your eyes. Open your ears. That is what they are fucking capable of. Then, look what they did to the Twin Towers. Look what they did to the Twin Towers. Then look at the results of that actions of the Twin Towers. Millions of innocents were killed in the Middle East. Millions. Based on a lie. But yes, you want to come and tell me I must pray for the fucking Zionists. That's what my answer is. If you want to be their slave, if you want to be in their fucking gang, be my guest, I don't care. You will be wiped out. God is not going to allow Satanists to win. He will not. And he promises me in the Bible, promises me, I will bring nothing on your path that you cannot cope with. And I take that. And then, here in South Africa, You've got these formal churches, of which the NG church is the main peanut in the packet. You must just understand one thing. If a church that claim to be the house of God, and they preach to you transgenderism and all that rainbow unicorn cuck, they're not a church of God, they're a church of Satan. Ja, en now you boere and Afrikaners that in the NG Kerk, cuck in your pants, I don't care. Those are the facts. You must prove me wrong, out of the Bible, not out of some fucking document that they are spreading, that tells you big fucking stories of tolerance and inclusion and cuck. There is no such thing. A sin is a sin. But live in your la la land. My problem is the children, the young people. They are being influenced by the older people. And the older people refuse to look at facts. You must understand, South Africa is heading for a major fucking disaster. Everything is collapsing. There's basically nothing working. Now I see there was a court order and a judgment made that the load shedding is unconstitutional. But fuck man, that's a judgment. Who's going to enforce it? The whole law and order system in South Africa is corrupted to the fucking bone. So that judgment is, as far as I'm concerned, just tokenism. The reality is the people of South Africa are going to suffer. And we have got a problem. There's a lot of lies being pumped into the black population, and the biggest disaster is that the bulk of the black population is fairly low in IQ and fairly lowly educated. They are not capable of complex thought processes. They cannot. Those are things that you learn and you achieve it over generations of good education. But that is there. Call me a fucking racist now, I don't give a shit. The fact is, the only way decent people are going to survive is to go back to their tribes. The tribes is the only ones that can survive, because the political system is totally corrupted and totally under XXX control. Look at what is happening in Europe, and I'm going to remind you of the Kalergi plan. Stop the video, listen and read and think about what Kalergi says there. Think about that. And then I'm going to show you this from Henry Kissinger. This is a collection of statements that he has made over his life. Fortunately, the fucker is dead now, and I hope he's been sent directly to the microwave division in hell. And there's a lot of load shedding, so that he is toasted unexpectedly for an indefinite period of time. Listen to what these words from this cretin, Satanist. What is important in many ways for establishing, and I can't use that word because it is a trigger word. Read it for yourself. And it's got something to do with new, and it's got a lot to do with the world and whatever follows onto it. War creates a constant flow of profits to our military-industrial complex. There it is, money. War rids the world of a large number of useless eaters. War keeps people hating each other rather than focusing their attention on us, the people who create the conflicts. War establishes legitimate grounds for occupation and control of regimes resistant to full domination by the elite. Wars are enjoyable and amusing when you think about the dumb, stupid animal cannon fodder people that enlist to fight them. War creates the chaos out of which that same fucking trigger word will be established. But you must understand, war is not the ultimate goal. Power is the ultimate aphrodisiac. Power over the remaining few, that is our ultimate goal. Slavery is even more fun and satisfying than the mass murder of war. Let that sink in. Think about it. And I feel sorry for our black population because they are totally unaware of what is lying ahead for them. They're totally unaware. And then there's a lot of the white population that are in fucking denial. They think these people cannot be this brutal, cannot be this evil. Let me tell you, these people crucified Jesus. That should tell you how far they are willing to go. And then you've got a lot of bullshit that they're setting the stage for you to follow their fucking narrative about building the new temple in Jerusalem and all. They are trying to manipulate history. They are trying to manipulate the outcome of the prophecies to suit their fucking evil agenda. I've said it many times. For you, claiming to be a Christian, you must spend time with God through the guidance of the Holy Spirit in your family, in among your friends, because that is a promise to us. Where 2 or 3 gathers in my name, I will be present. That is important to take into consideration. But now I want to talk to the boere, because the boere is my tribe. You guys need to seriously look around you. Identify the enemy. The enemy is in your midst. Make sure you open your eyes for it. Don't be fooled. But also, do not allow yourself to be dragged deeper into the shit with the lies. And take a look again at the Kalergi plan. The Kalergi plan wants you, yes, you young man, white boer, and you young white boer girl, Kalergi wants you to breed children with the black races, because they see that bastard children as easy prey. Go and look at history, what your forefathers and ancestors went through to break the potential hold of the Kalergi plan during the concentration camp period in South Africa. Go and study the song Simbamba, Mama Het 'n Baba. Go and study that song. Those brave Boer women killed all those bastard children because they were raped by black men. And they were raped by the British, which is also part of the infidels. They are also part of the Kalergi and the XXX army. But the Boer woman took the decision to not allow the Boer tribe to be bastardized. So you young white Boer, you young white Boer girl, take fucking note. Stick to your tribe. There is a reason why you are enticed to crossbreed. The reason is to wipe your tribe out. So, this is most probably a very fucking disturbing thing. And I'm going to say again, do not come in my comments and come and sing the praises of that fucking Zionist. They are Satanists. They are Satanists. I'm not going to talk too much about the Khazarians in this one today, because then it's going to be a fucking 2-hour show. The fact of the matter is, those Khazarians are Satanists. They are not beneficial to any decent person on this earth. Not a single one. Look what they are doing. Killing children. Don't come with that shit, yeah, it's Hamas children or Palestine children. My fuck. It's children. And then I'm going to leave you with this. Last thing. Do not fall into this trap of allowing you as a Christian to get into a fight with your Muslim neighbor. Do not allow your brain to be overpacked with shit stories about how bad Muslims are. In the Muslim society, there are fucking bad people. I will never deny that. But that does not give you the right to paint the whole Muslim population of the world with a shit brush. Because under you that are claimed to be Christians, there are bad fuckers that are doing ugly shit in the name of Christianity. So, this fight, this perpetual fight between Muslims and Christians that the XXX is fueling is for a reason. Just remember, they don't believe in Christianity. They don't believe in Muslims. They don't believe that. They've got their own fucking religion. And they're not even afraid or ashamed to publish it. Christians and Muslims are shit in their eyes. Don't forget it. But they are shit scared of the potential of Christians and Muslims coming to an agreement to do and complete the job that Hitler started and was stopped. And Hitler was stopped at a hell of a cost to the West, to the world. Ask yourself, was it necessary in the first place? It was at Dunkirk when the Germans really fucked the Allies up. Instead of wiping them out there, Hitler told them, I don't want to fight you. Get onto your ships and boats and fuck off home. Think about that. Many of you don't even know about that. But stop being brainwashed by a narrative. And that narrative has got only one mission, and that is to wipe you out. You that are promoting it, you are the one they want to wipe out. But you think, no, they won't be that evil. I've got fucking news for you. Please give me a like and a subscribe and share the thing. Thank you for your support.